Hi, boys and girls. I'm Story Bear. The holidays are here and I'm so excited. I'm going to tell you some stories about three special holidays that are celebrated this month: Hanukkah, Christmas, and Kwanzaa. I hope you will enjoy them. David's Hanukkah Miracle, adapted by Myers Memorial Library. It had been snowing all day. It had snowed last night, too. School had let out early as more snow was predicted. David had gotten off the bus at the corner and walked to his house. His mom noticed he was sad. She thought he would be happier since school got out early. "What's the matter, David? Aren't you happy to be out of school early?" his mom asked. David had seen the menorah and candles on the table near the window. "Do we have to celebrate Hanukkah this year?" he asked. "What? I thought you loved Hanukkah. You always have fun when we play games and spin the dreidel, and you love my latkes. So why the change?" His mom replied, "Nobody else in my class celebrates Hanukkah. They all celebrate Christmas. Why can't we celebrate Christmas instead?" he asked. David's mother knew he was having a hard time adjusting to his new school. They had moved to another state when his dad got a new job. She knew David wanted to fit in so the other kids would like him. "How about we talk to your dad when he gets home?" his mom asked. "Okay," David replied. He walked over to the big living room window and looked at the snow coming down. "I sure hope Dad won't have any trouble getting home. It looks pretty bad out there," David said. "I'm sure he'll be just fine. He should be home soon. Let's go ahead and light the menorah while we are waiting for your dad," his mom said. "All right," David said. They recited the prayers together as Mom lit the tallest candle. David took the tall candle and lit the first candle. He had to admit the glowing lights from the candles made him feel a little better. "Hey, would you like to spin the dreidel with me?" his mom asked. "No, not now. Maybe later," came David's reply. "How about some latkes?" she asked. David shook his head. "I'm not really hungry." Just then they heard someone knocking loudly at the front door. Mom opened the door. It was Dad, covered in snow. "Let me in. I'm so cold," Dad said. "Dad, I need to talk to you," David said to his dad. "Hold on, son. Let me warm up first. It's so horrible outside," his dad replied. "What happened?" his wife asked. "It's snowing so bad I could barely see the road. I had to drive real slow because the roads are icy. When I stopped to make a turn, my car slid into a ditch and got stuck," Dad said. "It's a miracle you weren't hurt," Mom said. "I had you walk a little ways home, but the wind and snow made it hard to see. I slipped and fell a couple times. Didn't think I was going to make it home," Dad said. "But you did make it home, and I'm so glad you did," said David. "Yes, and it was all thanks to our menorah," said Dad. "What? How did our menorah help you, Dad?" asked David. "When I was trying to find my way home, I saw the lights of our menorah flickering in the window," said Dad. "That's how I knew which house was ours. I've never been so happy to see our house before," Dad continued. "Now, what was that you wanted to ask me, David?" Dad asked. "Nothing," said David. He was so happy the lights of the menorah had brought his dad home safely. "I just want to wish you and Mom a happy Hanukkah," he said. "Happy Hanukkah," his parents replied, giving him hugs. "Now can we have some latkes and play the dreidel? I am ready to celebrate Hanukkah." The Three Bears' Mysterious Christmas Visitor, adapted by Myers Memorial Library. It was Christmas Eve at the Three Bears' house. The tree was all decorated and the stockings all hung by the chimney. After dinner, Mama Bear decided to bake some Christmas cookies. "I can't wait to eat those cookies," Baby Bear said as Mama Bear took the tray out of the oven. "They are way too hot to eat right now. We have to let them cool first," said Mama Bear. "Let's take a walk," said Papa Bear. "I will put them on our plates, and when we get back we will have them with some milk before we go to bed," added Mama Bear. It was a beautiful night for a walk. A new snow had fallen, and everything looked beautiful glistening in the moonlight. There were lots of stars in the sky. "Woo hoo!" Baby Bear heard a noise that frightened him. "Whoa, what was that?" he asked in a scared voice. "It's just an owl," said Papa Bear. "See him sitting on the branch up there?" "I see him," Baby Bear said. "He's not scary, is he?" asked Papa Bear. "No, Papa, he's even littler than me," laughed Baby Bear. "Okay, how about we go home now and have those cookies and milk?" asked Mama Bear. "Let's go," said Baby Bear. "I'm hungry." The bears headed back to their house. As they neared their house, Baby Bear stopped suddenly and said, "Look, our door is open." "Don't be scared, Baby Bear. The wind probably blew it open," said Papa Bear. The bears entered their house and went to the kitchen for their cookies and milk. "Hey, someone took a bite of my cookie," said Papa Bear in a loud voice. "Someone took a bite of my cookie, too," said Mama Bear. "Someone ate my cookie all up. Can I have another one, Mama?" Baby Bear cried. Seeing crumbs all over the floor, Mama said, "We'll have some more just as soon as I clean these crumbs up. They're all over the place." As she started sweeping, the crumbs led into the living room. "Hey, someone's been sitting in my chair," said Papa Bear in a loud voice. "Hey, someone's been sitting in my chair too," said Mama Bear. "Somebody sat in my chair and broke it all to pieces," cried Baby Bear. The bear saw more crumbs on the stairs and followed them upstairs. Maybe now they would find out who had made such a mess in their house. "Hey, someone's been sleeping in my bed," said Papa Bear loudly. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed too," said Mama Bear. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed, and look, they're gone," said Baby Bear. "I wonder who could have been here. Certainly not that little girl again. It is much too cold for a little girl to be outside on a night like this," said Mama Bear. Just then they heard some jingle bells. "Someone's ringing bells," said Baby Bear. They ran downstairs to see who was ringing the bells. They were in for a big surprise. "Someone left a bunch of presents under the tree," said Papa Bear excitedly. "Someone filled our stockings too," said Mama Bear. "And there he is!" shouted Baby Bear, running outside, pointing to the sleigh being pulled by 8 reindeer and a driver all in red. "It's Santa! Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!" they heard Santa say as he drove out of sight. "Merry Christmas, Santa!" called Baby Bear, waving his hands. Kwanzaa Time, adapted by Myers Memorial Library. Mama was brushing Imani's hair next to the kitchen table. Imani loved it when Mama brushed her hair. She enjoyed the talks she had with her Mama during these times. Brushing time was a special time for Imani and her Mama. Mama was fixing Imani's hair so she would look special for the Kwanzaa celebration. Tonight they would be celebrating Kuumba, the 6th night of Kwanzaa. "Today is my favorite day of Kwanzaa. Tonight we will have our feast, and it is my turn to light the candles and tell what Kuumba means to me," said Imani. "It's my favorite day of Kwanzaa too. Kuumba, which means creativity, reminds me of the beautiful things our people make," replied Mama. "Mama, where did Kwanzaa come from?" asked Imani. "Well," Mama said, "Kwanzaa is an African word that means first. For hundreds of years, our ancestors celebrated the harvest of the first crop. During the 7 days of Kwanzaa, our families and friends get together to remember the good and important things that have taken place during the past year. We talk about what we can do to make better things happen. We also give thanks for each other and for our children. We do this all while enjoying a nice feast. There is one person I do not give thanks for. It's Keisha." "Will she be coming tonight?" Imani asked in an unhappy voice. "Imani, you know we love you and are proud of you. You need to share some of that love with Keisha," Mama said. "But Mama, she is mean to me. She makes fun of my name and makes fun of other things too," Imani said with tears in her eyes. Mama hugged her close. "I know it's hard to show love when you haven't gotten very much. Keisha has had no one to tell her about her ancestors. Now that she has been adopted by the Fraser family, she is part of our neighborhood. So yes, of course she will be coming to dinner with her new family. It's up to us to help her understand the joy and beauty of Kwanzaa. Imani, you know the first day of Kwanzaa, Umoja, means unity. Unity means coming together. So don't you think you should help Keisha? She has never celebrated Kwanzaa before. This will be her first Kwanzaa. Don't you want it to be a special day for her?" her mom asked. Imani didn't answer. She had a lot to think about. The day went quickly as the family cleaned the house and prepared the food for their special dinner. Imani loved the smell of her mama's pies. They smelled so good. She was getting hungry just thinking about them. She loved the African music her brother Curtis played. Her sister Bernice hummed and sang along with the songs. Imani helped her Uncle Marcus prepare the makeka, or special mat, for the table. She put an ear of corn at each place setting, making sure there was one for each person, including Keisha. Then she laid out the candles next to the Kinara. "Don't forget, Uncle Marcus, that it's my turn to light the candles tonight. 6 of them for each night of Kwanzaa," said Imani. "Of course I won't forget. This is a special night for you," he replied. As they prepared the table, Imani could help but think about what her mother had said. She decided to make something special for Keisha. She went to her bedroom and worked by herself all afternoon. That evening, when the Frasers arrived, Imani took Keisha's hand and said, "I know we're going to have dinner soon, but first, come to my room. I have something for you." Imani and Keisha sat on the bed as Imani gave Keisha a beautifully wrapped gift. "You have a gift for me?" Keisha asked. "Yes, it's a Kwanzaa gift," said Imani. When Keisha opened the gift, she saw that it was a book with beautiful pictures and words she didn't understand. "These are the Nguzo Saba, the 7 days of Kwanzaa. I am still learning about them. If you would like, we could ask my grandma to tell us about each one," said Imani. "I'd like that very much," replied Keisha. "Hey, you'll never guess what day will be tomorrow," Imani said. "Sure, it's Sunday," Keisha replied. "Yes, it's Sunday, but it's also the 7th day of Kwanzaa, the day of Imani," Imani said and began to laugh. Keisha smiled and started laughing too. Thank you, boys and girls, for checking out my new video. I really hope you liked my stories. Be sure to check back soon for my next video. Happy holidays! Hi, boys and girls. Here's a few of our favorite holiday books at our library. Toby Belford Never Had a Christmas Tree, written by Gloria Tellis Pushker, illustrated by Judith Hierstein. I Have a Little Dreidel, written by Maxie Baum, illustrated by Julie Pashkis. A Letter to Santa Claus, written by Rose Impey, illustrated by Sue Porter. Christmas in the Country, written by Cynthia Ryland, illustrated by Diane Good. Imani's Gift at Kwanzaa, written by Denise Burden Petman, illustrated by Floyd Cooper. And Kevin's Kwanzaa, written by Lisa Bullard, illustrated by Constanza Basaluza. Be sure to check them out at your local library. Happy holidays!